By the time Don Gullett was drafted by the Cincinnati Reds in June 1969, he was already somewhat of a legend. At McKell High School in South Shore, Kentucky, Gullett was a multi-sport star who was worlds better than the competition. In one football game, Gullett scored 6 touchdowns and kicked 6 extra points. In a 7-inning baseball game with dozens of scouts on hand, Gullett struck out 20 batters and retired the other on a weak grounder back to the mound. Coming from a small town in Kentucky, one would suspect that there were legends of Gullett killing a bear with a toothpick. But legends aren't necessary when the real thing is so impressive. Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Rob here. This is another episode of my Baseball Players You Should Know series. And today we're talking about Don Gullett, pitcher from the Cincinnati Reds, one of my favorite guys to collect and learn about. And if you're not familiar with this series, I'm getting all my information from Joel Luckup's book called 100 Things Reds Fans Should Know and Do Before They Die. And the Reds knew when they drafted Gullett that he was not going to spend much time in the minor leagues. He dominated at Sioux Falls right after the draft, going 7-2 with a 1.96 ERA. And that performance earned him an invite to spring training the following season. And that's where Gullett set about making jaws drop. The 19-year-old fireballer impressed everyone in camp and even a few opponents. Future Hall of Famer Willie Stargell put it simply, "Man, that kid throws nothing but wall-to-wall heat." And Gullett made the team out of camp and pitched out of the bullpen during the 1970 season. He posted a 2.43 ERA while striking out nearly a batter per inning. But his control was really shaky. However, Sparky Anderson, the manager of the Reds at the time, had great confidence in the lefty, and he made him the youngest NL hurler ever to pitch in the postseason. The fearless youngster handled the opportunity with great skill, and he only allowed 1 earned run in 10 1/3 innings pitched in the NLCS and World Series. "I wasn't nervous a bit going in there," Gullett said. "Talking to all these reporters is a lot tougher than facing Willie Stargell or Roberto Clemente." In 1971, the Reds moved Gullett into the rotation, trying to turn him into a legitimate ace. That season, at the age of 20, Gullett went 16-6 with a 2.65 ERA, but the Reds stumbled to a 4th-place finish. The following year, he contracted hepatitis and was struggling with low energy. So Sparky Anderson moved him into the bullpen to get some rest. However, he returned in August, and he went 5-3 with a 2.67 ERA over 9 starts to close out the year. The Reds returned to the postseason and made it to the World Series despite 2 rocky starts from Gullett against the Pirates. However, they fell short of the championship, losing to the Oakland A's in 7 games. And over the next couple seasons, Gullett flirted with 20 wins. He got 18 in 1973, and he won 17 in 1974. But that would be the closest he would ever get. There was little doubt that he was one of the 2 or 3 best left-handed pitchers in the league. But injuries plagued the second half of Gullett's career. In 1975, he was 9-3 with a 2.09 ERA and was 1 out away from his 4th straight complete game when a line drive off the bat of Larval Banks, caromed off his pitching hand and broke his thumb. He returned a couple months later and won 6 out of his 8 remaining starts, finishing 15-4 with a 2.42 ERA. One can only imagine what could have been had Gullett remained healthy. Maybe he would have won the first Cy Young Award ever for the Reds. In 1976, it was shoulder and neck pain that got in the way of his season. However, he still managed to go 11-3 with a 3.00 ERA and his mid-90s fastball and tough forkball allowed him to continue to dominate hitters. He was the unquestioned ace of the Big Red Machine, and he started Game 1 of both the 1975 World Series and the 76 World Series. Still only 25 years old, when the Reds clinched their second straight title, Gullett had already amassed a 91-44 record with a 3.03 ERA. It was also the start of free agency, and general manager Bob Howsam had no interest in getting into a bidding war for Gullett's services. The New York Yankees swooped in and made Gullett their first ever free agent signing, giving the young man a 6-year deal worth nearly $2 million. Little did they know that less than 2 years later, a shoulder injury would force Gullett to retire long before his 30th birthday. And I'll show 3 of my favorite Don Gullett cards. This is the 1971 Dell Stamps. This would be his rookie season. Just love this card, man. I love this set. I know on the back of this is where they talk about him being compared to Sandy Koufax and being a strikeout artist. Just a beautiful card, man. I love the color on that. And then I got this autograph card from Upper Deck, the Pastime Signatures. Man, I just absolutely love this one. I think the autograph is so clean, and just love the image of him right here. It's a cool card. Happy to have that in the collection. And then my favorite card of his. This is his 1971 Topps rookie. Man, I just think the blue sky in this card is awesome. Love the color scheme here and the black borders. Just a beautiful, beautiful card. So I'll end this video. I'll read this last paragraph from the book. It says, perhaps if he had pitched in a later era with better medical technology, Gullett might have been able to continue what was surely a Hall of Fame career. It's a question we'll never be able to answer. However, for 7 years, Gullett put up impressive numbers with the Reds. His .674 winning percentage is easily the highest in franchise history for pitchers with at least 50 decisions. He returned to the Reds in 1993 as the team's pitching coach, a position he held until 2005. During that time, he helped several pitchers return to success after injury, something he was never able to do. That's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Y'all take care, and God bless. Bye.